Hi everyone. Here's today's guitar. I'll play it and then I'll tell you about it. Okay, so this is a spec instrument that I have built to take to the big guitar show, the Bowersox International Guitarapalooza, and I'd have every intention of having this done much earlier, but it's next week, so it's the 27th, 28th, and 29th of September 2024. That's next week. Anyway, I built this guitar, and I have it in my mind, or I had it in my mind. Hi, I'll be done in a sec. And that I had it in my mind that I would, if I don't sell this guitar, I'm going to keep it. So I kind of built like my dream guitar, which isn't really radically different from almost all the guitars I build. But I had this really special set of Brazilian rosewood that's just... It's just a knockout set. I love the figure, spider webbing. It was just really very solid and ringy, and it's super beautiful. And I'd been saving that for something special, and I thought, whatever, this is special. They're all special. This one's special. And then I put on the top Adirondack spruce, because Adirondack or Carpathian are probably my favorite top woods. You have to pick. You have to pick something, right? But I love this. To me, like the really light colored top guitar with the brown wood is what a guitar looks like. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my parents had a friend who was a classical guitarist, and he had an old Ramirez, and it had a Brazilian back and it was a really yellow top, but he would bring it out, and it was like a jewel coming out of the jewel case. You know, it was this very special event, and it was dark brown and light top, and that's just how that it just still, after I've been doing this for 15 years, and it still like gets my heart thumping. Like, I just love it. So this one is also appointed in my usual super restrained way, which is just ebony binding. And an ebony headstock, or what do they call that? Headstock veneer. Ebony shirtler pegs, tuning pegs, machines. And then I put, because I find these to be incredibly comfortable, I put a leg bevel and a rib bevel. They're symmetrical. They look really cool, but they feel even better. The guitar just sort of nestles right into your chest and onto your lap. I'd been concerned before I ever built one of these, which was actually just about a year ago, that not having a sharp edge there would make the guitar slide. Because I'm a big proponent, by the way, of playing a guitar without a strap on your lap. And I was, which I'll tell you about in a second. I was afraid that the guitar would slip away without having like a sharp edge there, but it doesn't. It's just nicer to hold. And the reason I'm a proponent of playing without a strap is because the back is contributing a tremendous amount to the overall sound of the guitar. If you have the back, if you're wearing a strap and you have the back against your chest, you're muting it. And it can no longer vibrate sympathetically with the top, and it just kills your bass response. I can demonstrate that. I'll just, here's how it sounds when I'm playing it, I always keep it so I'm just really touching this against my rib cage and against my leg. And and if you have a strap and you're playing with this against your belly, I don't know how well this will translate, but I mean, it's 20% of the bass response. Anyway, that's my spiel. What else can I tell you about this instrument? It's really so okay. I make these guitars. I charge a lot of money for them. I know that. I work really hard to make them, and there's never a guitar I make that's perfect. Like there's always some thing, and these are always like the imperfection threshold has gotten pretty small. So like there'll be like one pour that's sunk in a little bit, but I'll be like, "Argh," or one miter that's just like just a little bit off. Nothing that would catch the eye of the casual observer because I'm a fiend. Like I admit this, I'm like fiendish about this stuff. I look at all my miters before I glue them with a jeweler's loop. I don't know. It's this thing. Anyway, this guitar, and it's not perfect. I would never say that anything I made is perfect because it's just not possible for me to do that. But this has fewer imperfections of that tiny nature than maybe any guitar I've ever made. So, and that wasn't because it's just because I'm getting better at it as time goes on. It's not like I was going, oh, I might keep this one, so I'm going to make it extra nice. I mean, seriously, whatever guitar I'm building, I'm just thinking about that instrument. Like I realized a few years ago that I owe my allegiance to the instrument. Like this guitar, I build it for somebody, but then, sometimes those somebodies it'll be on reverb in a year or something. And the person who's had such, had such passion for it, maybe it didn't click with them or whatever, but it's still a Wilborn guitar and I made it. And that guitar has to represent my work ethic and my desire to have an instrument that inspires you. So, do I sound like preachy? I don't mean to be preachy. I mean, that's just my thing. There's other things I don't care. Obviously, like I dress like a slob and stuff. I don't care about that. But this, to me, is the ultimate expression of my reason for being around. So that, and my family, of course. But I owe my allegiance to these instruments. So to have one that I'm hitting like batting close to 1,000 on just feels really good. Anyway, I'm just such a I don't mean to be such a braggart, but like, it's just, ask me about other subjects like math. I'm an idiot. There's so many things that I'm an idiot at, but let me just stop talking and play a little bit more and then I'll leave. God almighty. All right. If you're going to the big guitar festival, I will see you there with this instrument. If you're not gonna, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're interested in going, it's in New Braunfels, Texas. In Texas, you have to say things just right. New Braunfels, I hope I'm saying that right, which is just outside of Austin. It's near Austin. And if you want to find out about it, you can message me, and I will I'll put you in contact with the what do you call him? The commandant, my friend Tom, who's putting the show on, Tom Bowersox. So anyway, I promised I would stop talking, so I'm going to do that now. Take care.